7:30 p.m. Saturday night. I thought that one might be in by now, but I slowed it down a touch more. Oh well. The other one will probably be in around 10 or so. I might shut it off early. I don't know. But there's that orb. Hasn't disappeared below those trees yet. This whole group's slowly working their way in. Most of them, I think, are already up now. They're on missions. And there's one little twerp laying in the brush right here on the other side of the creek. Seems like kind of an odd spot to be laying, but it may be the one that was laying over by that stump on the other side of the creek from where he is. I don't know. But I think the only thing left out here now is this cow, the calf right there, and this one laying here. And from here it does look like the same one that was laying over there. He's just laying there chewing his cud. Still seems a little odd, but you know, he looks to be fine. So I'm going to say he is. I thought maybe he'd got up by now. Because we're only 10 feet apart. I'm as far as I can go without falling in the creek. I'm right at the wide spot. There's the narrow spot. Yeah. I'm surprised there's still that much flowing through. But it's still in here. So here, maybe I'll find a good sunrise in the morning to go with that sunset. A little longer to get in than I thought. So I've been out shooting gophers. I'll show you how this works. That lower bar and that one sticking up off the carriage, they're going to meet here in a second. Just like that. And it's going to try its hardest to pull that in. And I don't know if it stopped because it shut the turbine off. Probably because it shut the turbine off. It's hooked up to this. That pulls this down directly. And this is the other half of it, which rides on these, and as the layers get on here, it pushes in, which closes it down slowly. And I'm going to get wet in a minute. I sped it up earlier by moving this. This is usually in that notch. But that's right there, the turbine's all the way off. And they even put a brake on it too. Sometimes it's that far, sometimes it's not. But that's it for tonight. I'm going to shut it off and I'm going to go in. And I do always love how light it looks on camera. It's not that light, but those colors are up there. So, bring you back for tomorrow. And I'm not going to shut the pump off because the other gun, I was up there looking, and yeah, it'll be in probably 4 or 5 o'clock. That's about when I go out and move it. Well, we can finally see the moon at almost 11 o'clock. It'd be nice if I get that to come in better, but you get the gist of it. Good morning, orb. There it is. Got some pretty colors. One thing about it, most people don't get up early enough to see. But Sunday mornings especially is a good time to get up early and see what God created for you for the morning. I always enjoy seeing what he's got planned. Seeing how it turns out. My fans will wait. They just keep coming in. Little buggers had that top twine untied. At least the other one was still on it. And yes, the pest. A pesty boy. And there's old alien head. I swear his looks change all the time. Sometimes I gotta look at him and think, is that really you? He's not as tall as this one, but he is a hell of a chunk. Curious George, there he is. Curious George was one of the first ones in here. He almost walked up to me, and the one next to him, it looks like he just got out of bed. He was one of the first ones in here. Him and the friendly boy were side by side, greeted me at the gate. Speaking of, as he just walks right in and tries to run me over. Silly butts. And there's the pretty girl. She's just not so sure about me, though. Well, better do it while I can before they eat me. Huh? You gonna eat me alive? Are you gonna eat me alive? Poor deprived puppy calves. Huh? Yeah. What? You want to eat my phone? It probably doesn't taste so good, honest. And yes, Curious George. Curious George. I'm getting attacked. Yes, attacked. Ah! Okay, gotta do something. 7:13, hide and clear back there now. She don't run away in the pasture no more. She's still not sure about getting scratched. She's okay with it, but not so much. And 023 just came in. She's gonna walk halfway up here. Bird tries to fly into my face. As somebody else is trying to get me in the face and say, feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me. Spoiled. Spoiled. They're all spoiled. Yep. Hey, you little shithead. He just walked right up and butted me in the leg. Trying to push me out through the gate so I'll get... Yep, there he is again. He's trying to push me out through the gate so I'll get his stuff. He's going to find out that's not the thing to do. He gets a good whack across the nose to tell him no. Oh yeah, Blue likes to complain when he's eating. He is the biggest pain in the butt when he eats. Anybody even gets near him, he's got to yell at him. And Whiskey is just looking for critters. Just smoked a hole right there. Happens to be one that I shot last night. But you got to remember, they live in colonies. I had smoke coming out over there. I had smoke coming out over there. I had smoke coming out over there. I happened to drive past this hole, and I saw something in it. I just flipped it out with the shovel. He realized what was going on and came out and plugged that hole. I flipped him. He's over here. He's still alive at the moment. He's not moving quite like they should. Usually if you do this, they will go freaking crazy and bite at it. He's having a hard time breathing, so he got him a little smoke inhalation. He's not an overly big one. He's kind of small to medium size. Big pocket gophers I've seen, God, 3-4 times that size at least. Had them the size of my shoe or better. And you don't want to let them get a hold of the end of your shoe either, because they will bite right through it. I learned that one many years ago. When everything got plowed, we were always plowing them up. So anyway, yeah, he ain't long for this world. And that should have this over here cleaned up as far as gophers go. I got one on that side hill, just the other side of that little tree. I'm going to go grab him next, and then I'm going to go up in the hayfield up there. They've been having fun since we took that hay off. There's some piles out there that are a foot tall and 3-4 feet in diameter. They've been busy. I was headed down to shut the little traveler off. I took a nap in Mom's basement where it was nice and comfortable, and apparently I needed a nap. I came out to these girls with the trough down below half full. And these floats don't keep up when they're all in. This is the tail end of them. I'm getting something now. So there's 2 hoses running wide open in here, plus the floats running. The other ones are down there enjoying themselves. And unfortunately I got distracted and was late. Boomer cow was right here, but she walked off. And obviously I was screwing around long enough, I didn't catch her. She must be all the way in the barn. Yep, she is. That's her butt right in the doorway. Right there. Found out this morning we lost a friend last night. Happens to be the son-in-law of the people who, well, actually his dog. It's a mixed up situation. You got 3 generations worth of people. That's where Boomer and her mama come from. So thoughts and prayers with their family. They just found out not very long ago that he had pancreatic cancer, and they were just gonna start doing something, you know, get some treatments going. And apparently last night he passed on in his chair at home. Suddenly, it wasn't expected at all. You know, hadn't even started anything yet. So, and in the midst of things, his wife ended up in the emergency room last night. I'm assuming probably had a severe panic attack or something similar. I don't know. So, okay, thoughts and prayers with all them, please. And their daughter was in out of town. Actually, I think all their daughters were in from out of town, but one of them that he used to show with, her and Becky are pretty good friends, and Becky was gonna take her back to the airport tonight. But she messaged her to let her know, no airport. She ain't going anywhere yet, so. And that's Fat Amy's butt, her calf catching some dinner. Oh, and there's Boomer's calf right there. Yeah, he knows we're talking about family, right? Well, anyway, they're finally done drinking enough here. I can shut those 2 off and go down and shut that one gun off, and I'm going back in where it's cooler. At 1 o'clock it was 97 degrees, and I don't know what the hell it is now at 5 o'clock, but either way, it's too hot to be standing out here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you all had a great weekend, and hope you have a good week to come. One last little thing for the day. We ordered new grips for Ron's bike. Ordered them for another bike too. These are the same ones that we put on the Blue 300 4-wheel drive that's got a dead engine in it. I like them. The ones that were on here, I'm sure Ron spent a pretty penny on. They were a soft grip, but especially when it really got hot out, it looked like you grabbed a hold of a handful of molten rubber. Most of it was on your hands. So I ended up taping the things up so I could actually let go of them when it got hot out. These are now on. Yeah, it would have been nice to get green instead of blue, but they happened to be the same one. She ordered 2 pair just like them, match the other pair we got. So there, one more little improvement. Now if I just get the handlebars bent where they're supposed to be. I haven't finished that one yet. I might have to actually take them off and put them in a press or put them in a vise and play with them. But, you know, that's a lot of work that I just ain't got time to do at the moment. Okay, anyway. There's the end of my day. Thanks for watching, everybody.